On the news tonight, Anambra State government enrolls commercial motorcyclists into database. Anambra Information Commissioner Mr. Nwosu urges younger generation to explore opportunities in library to enrich their knowledge. President Buhari urges Nigerian army to uphold professionalism, shun politics. Bomb attack kills 7 people in Afghanistan. Before the news in detail, here is a special message. Governor Chukwuma Soludo has come for a total turnaround maintenance of the Anambra State economy and promotion of core Igbo values. Let us give him maximum support for the task ahead. Good evening and welcome to the news. My name is Maureen Stone Enujoke. Anambra State has commenced the enrollment of commercial motorcyclists, popularly known as Okada riders in the state. The Commissioner for Transport, Mrs. Patricia Igwebike, stated this during the flag-off of the enrollment of the motorcyclists in the state into the database of the State Ministry of Transport. The flag-off was held at Nanka, Urumba North Council area. Correspondent Chibuzo Obidike reports.
On behalf of Anambra State and Ministry of Transport in particular, I declare this event open and successful. Thank you very much.
Addressing the gathering, Mrs. Igwebike said that the meeting was important as a way to sensitize and educate motorcyclists on government policies and programs, and to make it known that the ongoing enrollment is free of charge, and after registration, each rider is entitled to identification number and vest. According to Commissioner Igwebike, motorcyclists should endeavor to pay their weekly state government levies to avoid penalties, and explained that any registered commercial motorcyclist who pays his levies as and when due will be enrolled into Anambra State Health Insurance Scheme. The Transport Commissioner commended the convener of the event, Mr. Emeka Oganeme, for the procurement of helmets for motorcyclists in the area, and challenged other well-meaning individuals to emulate such deeds.
Having his life jacket because it saves lives. And one of the things Anambra Ministry of Transport will endeavor to do is that anybody that lives on that side of the state, everybody, we will endeavor for everybody to have their own. So when they enter the boat, so that's the same principle with this helmet, so that people can have their own. If you don't want to use the operator's helmet, you put your own. Buy your own helmet and put on your head while you are on the bike.
The chairman of the event, Chief Damian Okeke Ogene, urged commercial transporters to always ensure that they take care of their health needs before plying the roads, as their health and attitude will determine the use of the road. Of the event, architect Oganeme said that he intended to contribute to his community, especially because of loss of lives by motorists and residents of the town, and advised the people to always use the helmets when boarding a bus. Life has no duplicate. He urged the state government that the community, through the various pits of motorcyclists, will ensure compliance and key into the state government's activities. Lectures on safety on roads by men of Federal Road Safety Corps (FRSC) featured at the event. From Nanka, Chibuzo Budike, ABS News.
The Anambra Commissioner for Information, Sir Paul Musu, has called on younger generations to explore opportunities offered by library to enrich their knowledge and expand the worldview. Sir Paul was speaking during the opening ceremony of the 2022 conference and annual general meeting of the Nigerian Library Association Anambra State Chapter, held at Professor Kenneth Dike State Central E-Library, Oka. Blessing Dennis has the details.
The Commission has stated that innovation, new technology and digitalization has affected everything one does in life, and wonder if the new generation is maximizing the opportunities of library services to improve more. Change the next generation.
This is in sync with what the administration I represent here stands for. We are trying to create a digital tribe, and we are talking about the young generation, the new generation that will be the champions of tomorrow's Anambra. But what we also know is whether the young ones, this new generation we have, are taking maximum advantage of library services.
The chairperson of the Association, Anambra State Chapter, Dr. Nkechi Ude, sustainability is to make the digital library an Dr. Udeze also points at the provision of easy access to high-quality digital information and digital data, also critical to achieving the vision. Library engagement is a process of working collaboratively with the community to provide opportunities for raising awareness on pertinent issues and creating forums for brainstorming, discussion, sharing of ideas and personal development, while noting that the engagement communities will facilitate the provision of appropriate infrastructure for sustainable digital society.
That every state because of the trend digital society, it is important that we key into it. And this is particular thing that will help individuals to reach. Digitalization is a process of kind of making both information and almost everything into digital format. Like
the chairman on the occasion and the managing director of Anambra Newspaper and Printing Corporation, Sir Chuka Nnabife, pointed out that library is not just a building where one can go and borrow books for a certain period of time, but also a place where one finds books, research and other informative materials to read, adding that libraries play healthy roles throughout one's life.
It's a very contemporary theme, a very relevant topic for today and for tomorrow, and it is actually the mainstreaming of a discourse within the library industry across the globe, within the knowledge industry, not just the library.
On her part, the director, Center for Arts, Culture and Humanities, Nnamdi Azikiwe University, Oka, Professor Nkechi Nwokoye, noted that the gradual transition to digital society requires library as a whole, identifying some activities libraries should engage to include information communication technologies training, cultural promotions, reading and writing skills, as well as drills which will evaluate available sources of information, organize and structure information, and assure the preservation of information. In her remark, a former director in Professor Kenneth Dike State's Central E-Library, Oka, Dr. Nkem Osiwe, underscored the importance of library as a place of keeping documents of cultural heritage of a country, connecting and networking, and urged everyone to take next step in digital library for revolution. engagement for sustainable digital society. In Oka, Blessing Dennis, ABS News.
Charged to beef up internal security arrangements in their communities and to promote peace, orderliness, and good morals. The call was made to them during the 2022 Anambra State Association of Town Unions ASATU Annual Security Summit. Amaka Chibuzo Okoye has the details.
The summit featured presentation of awards and recognitions to some sons and daughters of the state who have distinguished themselves in various spheres of life. The program was attended by the Deputy Governor, Dr. Onyeka Bezim, and members of the State Executive Council who joined the President Generals to brainstorm on how best to move the state forward, starting from all the communities in the state. Speaking after receiving an award of ASATU Eminent Personality, the Commissioner for Power and Water Resources, Mr. Julius Chukwuemeka, said without the collaboration of the communities, it will be very difficult to have a secured society, stating that the award will spur him to increase his commitment in providing adequate power supply for businesses in the state to enjoy high economic activities.
Our agenda in Anambra State is to have 24/7 power supply so that everything will thrive. Without the collaboration of the communities, it will be very difficult to have a secured society. So my charge to them is to champion peace and order in their various communities.
For the Commissioner for Education, Professor Ngozi Chumude, Presidents General are the pillars of the state because they are the direct link between the government and the people, asking them to remain committed in the journey to make Anambra great. Also honored at the event was the Managing Director, Anambra Broadcasting Service ABS, Sachido Obidegu, who said recognition of his numerous efforts in projecting and promoting the state continued to speak volumes, assuring that he will focus more on revamping, rebranding, and refreshing ABS for optimal results.
Result of the efforts I've put in government in the last 8 years, especially in the previous administration, in supporting the activities and promoting and projecting the activities of government. Because, especially at ABS, for me to, revamp ABS, take ABS to, higher heights, revamp, refresh, rebrand ABS, essentially in the area of content development.
Addressing attendees at the summit, the national president of ASATU, Barrister Titus Abudo, said as the fourth tier of government, much work is bestowed on them to contribute their quota in repositioning communities, maintain peace and development, as well emphasize more on conflict resolutions to ensure all communities are in peace, thereby fighting the menace of insecurity together. In his remarks,
ASATU as a body, which is the umbrella body that binds all the 179 communities in Anambra State, normally comes together and charts the way forward, prepare our communities waiting for Christmas vacation to make sure that we have a conducive environment for our people that normally comes back home to celebrate Christmas with us. Make sure that the roads are free.
The President General of Umweri Community, Chief Johnny Mechie, disclosed that all the roles and responsibilities entrusted upon them must be fulfilled in line with the vision and mission of the present administration. Among those that received awards were Mrs. Joy Odinye of the Channels Television and ASATU Women Leader, Lady Frank Kamwibo, while Barrister Abudo received a Meritorious Service Award from Rotary Club, Oka Municipal. Amaka Chibuzo Okoye, ABS News.
The Chief Medical Director of Chukwuemeka Odumegwu Ojukwu University Teaching Hospital, Amakoka, Dr. Joe Akabike, has received an Icon of Health Management and Service to Humanity Award. The award was given to him by University of Nigeria Nsukka Alumni Association, UNA, Oka branch, in recognition of his contributions to safe and improved health care in Anambra State. Health correspondent Chibuzo Okoye reports.
Icons Merit Award Dr. Akabike received the award during the 2022 UNA-Oka Branch Alumni Association Forum, an end-of-year award ceremony held in Oka. The event attracted members of the association, friends, dignitaries, government officials, family members, among others. Speaking during the event, the president of the association, Dr. Chinedu Mbalisi, said that the event was designed to honor their resourceful icons in their service to humanity as enshrined in the university's motto, which is to restore the dignity of man, and made it clear that all the awardees deserved the honor given them, even as he solicited for support to purchase a bus for efficient mobility of the association. Dr. Mbalisi described Dr. Akabike as one of the shining lights of the association who has distinguished himself in the service of God and humanity. Hence, they need to honor him as a great icon.
University of Nigeria is a non-religious, non-political organization in any sense of it. Our association is a combination of Nigeria and the world. It typifies a real human society comprising people and members from across every religion, political party, and culture. Ours is to encourage, identify, and to promote good, quality, proactive, and effective leadership that will not fall short of restoring the dignity of man.
Receiving the award, Dr. Akabike, who expressed delight, said that the award is dear to him because it came from the elites and noble people, and assured that he will continue to contribute his quota to ensure the progress of the association.
Well, I feel great because this is an award by elites, by noble people, people who knows what it is to be an icon. And I'm glad to associate with them. Only God Almighty that it was. And I think I'm also a living testimony that you continue to do good, and if you're doing good, God will continue to do good.
Speaking to the ABS, the wife of the CMD, Dr. Nkiru Akabike, said that she was highly elated because of the award given to her husband, which translates that he's doing well, and people had been keeping note of his good deeds and noted that the award was an encouragement for them to do more.
Well, I'm highly elated, I'm excited. I'm also grateful to them because it's just a confirmation that he's doing something. Most times when people walk without being loud, people may not know what they're doing. For them to give him this award means that somebody is actually paying attention. I appreciate them for this award, and it's also an encouragement to him and also to us who support him while he's working.
Earlier, the Deputy Vice Chancellor Administration, Nnamdi Azikiwe University, Oka, Professor Joseph Ikechebel, who is the guest lecturer at the event, has read the theme of the event, which was celebrating UNA brand icons in the service of humanity, and made it clear that those who assist humanity with whatever they have cannot be forgotten, and described the awardees as meritorious people. The chairman on the occasion, Professor Ogo Ibeneme, revealed that the ceremony was meant to remember their citadel of learning and recognize their icons with a view to motivating the new students. On the entourage of Dr. Akabike Wuye, the special advisor to Governor Chukwuma Soludo on medicals and pharmaceuticals, Dr. Godwin Nnadozie, who is also the managing director and chief executive officer of Anambra State Oxygen Gas Plant, the national vice president of Ohanaeze Ndigbo Worldwide, Chief Damian Okeke-Ogene, the head of Department of Accounts, COYUT, Mr. Oke Nworie, among others. In Oka, this is Chibuzo Koye for ABS News.
The Umweri Disability Forum have organized its first community-based observance of the 2022 International Day of Persons Living with Disabilities. The event, which took place at Enobodo Central School Playground, Umweri, Anambra East Local Government Area, featured presentation of awards to people who have distinguished themselves in support to the society, especially to the disability community. Onyinye Agubeze has the details.
In his keynote address, the coordinating consultant Umweri Disability Forum, Mr. Sam Obiefuna, said that disability affords one the opportunity to make the best use of one's God-given talents and intelligence, stating that welfare of disability community will improve if the legislature, media and civil society pursue the goal of inclusion of persons living with disabilities through empowerment and access to innovations. He noted that with this year's theme as Transformative Solutions for Inclusive Development, the role of innovation in fueling an accessible and equitable world, there is a shift from the usual focus of the celebration to a more empowering campaign towards inclusive society through innovative ideas to produce transformative solutions for inclusive development to persons living with disability. Seeking for more support to the community by appointing a special advisor to the governor on disability matters, Mr. Obiefuna thanked the government of Professor Chukwuma Soludo for continuing on the transformative path of inclusive development for persons living with disability, as was obtainable in the immediate past administration.
This is the 29th observance of this day all over the world since the day it was incepted in 1992. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to begin by telling you that disability is beautiful. Yes, it is beautiful to be disabled because it gives us the opportunity to use our God-given talent in its fullest, and then helps us to use our intelligence in creating both local and international economic growth for every country of the world. The urgent appointment of a special advisor to the governor on disability matters to make governance more inclusive.
In their separate remarks, some of the awardees, including the senator representing Anambra North Central District, Princess Stella Odua, represented by Barrister Michael Emejulu, the APGA senatorial candidate for Anambra North, Mrs. Ebelechukwu Obiano, represented by Mr. Obiora Natwanya, among others, thanked the community for honoring them and assured their continuous support to the development of persons living with disabilities.
And that almost a 4 guy get many na a web back or web. So no one has Chinese with your bonnet and mobile. No one you can find up or put a chief to go. Or when I am to put kind of memorize the I can go Bob Ebano. What was non can work can work with Sijiakia because none wouldn't memorize like India ever.
Anyu bunipa ne metata. Ojukwa ya bodin na maka award enyere ya. Senator Stella Odua bụ onye ipo na mena National Assembly bipa ade ekwu. Ọ na-alụ ụzọ. Ọ na-etre street light. Ọ na-aki afọ ndị widow ma ndị disability. Ndị ọ na-alụ ụlọ ri nne ụmụ nwaanyị na-enwe ọkụ ọkụ. Ife a na-akpụ ya bụ ada na-eme ọgụ. Ọ na-eme agụ ọgụ.
Those present, including Mr. Weke Obidibo, Miss Mary Fidelis, and Mrs. Martha Chieje, thanked the coordinator for his work in ensuring the happiness, development, and inclusivity of the Umweri disability community and appealed to the state government for more support. From Umweri in Anambra East local government area, I am Onyinye Agubeze reporting for ABS News.
Still to come on the news, President Buhari urges Nigerian army to uphold professionalism in politics. Bomb attack kills 7 people in Afghanistan. And here is a special message. Governor Chukwuma Soludo has come for a total turnaround maintenance of the Anambra State economy and promotion of core Igbo values. Let us give him maximum support for the task ahead. We'll be back after the break. Stay with us.
Anyị bụ ndị ezinụlọ Onike na-amụpa Igbo ọkụzụ n'okpuru ọchịchị ime obodo Oyi na Anambra Steeti ji ohere wee na-ekwupụta ọnwụ bụ nke gburu nwanne anyị nwoke, nna anyị ochie na nwanne papa anyị bụ injinia Chumuike Onike, onye a na-etu Oni. Ọ nwụrụ ka ọ gbachara afọ 80. Mmemme akwamozu ya ka a malite n'ụbọchị Satọde abalị 3 nke ọnwa Disemba ọkwelekere 4 nke mgbede. Ọ bụrụ ofe nro ịkwara ya ugwu ọnwụ nke ga-adị na House 11 Gambo Sawaba Road off First Avenue Gwarimpa, Abuja. Ụbọchị Fraịde abalị 8 na abalị 9 nke ọnwa Disemba ga-abụzi mmemme enimozu ya na-amụpa Igbo ọkụzụ n'okpuru ọchịchị ime obodo Oyi na Anambra Steeti. Ndị ọrụ pụrụ ga-eriju ọnwụ ya gụnyere ụmụaka ya, ụmụ ya nakwazi ụmụ nwanne ya. Papa, ka mkpụrụ obi gị na-achọghị nsogbu zuru ike n'ime onye nwe anyị. Amen. Dr. Obinna Onike nwa ya nwoke binyere aka n'ọkwa n'aka ezinụlọ.
Glad to have you back. As Nigeria prepares for the 2023 general elections, President Muhammadu Buhari has urged the Nigerian army to remain neutral and professional in their conduct before and during the election. President Buhari, who said this in Sokoto State, commended the doggedness of the Nigerian army for returning peace not only to the northeastern part of the country, but the entire country. He expressed confidence that the renewed vigor and standard injected in operations, as well as the collective resolve and improved civil-military relations, would engender lasting peace and stability in the country. The president reiterated that the provision of security to Nigerians would continue to receive premium attention by his administration, adding that deliberate actions are ongoing to provide the necessary support to enhance national security, citing numerous equipment and facilities provided to boost the capability of the Nigerian armed forces. President Buhari pledged that special intervention will be made to fast-track the activation of the Nigerian Army Aviation. Buhari further urged the military to maintain the tempo in all theaters and double efforts in information gathering to comprehensively defeat all forms of security threats facing the nation. Standards Organization of Nigeria SON Anambra State Region has organized a one-day stakeholders sensitization workshop with the theme Standardization, a catalyst for industrial growth. The event, which attracted stakeholders in the commerce and industry sector of the state, was held at CJ Patterson Hall, All Saints Cathedral, Onitsha. Correspondent Emengini Osadebe reports.
SON is a federal government regulatory body established to provide standards and quality assurance services for all products, services, and processes in line with international best practices, as well as ensure continuous improvement in production. In his keynote address, the Director General and Chief Executive of SON, Malam Farouk Salim, said that SON has, through its statutory mandate, ensured and enforced compliance of locally manufactured products to standards and built consumers' confidence in various policies for industrial growth. Malam Salim, represented by the Director, Anambra State Region of SON, Mr. Don Pedro Ebenezer, called for collaborative efforts of manufacturers, consumers, service providers, and government at all levels towards achieving standard products for the development of the nation's industrial sector and economy.
Patronize SON services, collaborate with SON to reduce influx of substandard products, do share information with Standards Organization of Nigeria on substandard products.
In his remarks, the Senior Special Advisor to Director General of SON, Chief Emeka Duru, said that the forum was aimed at filling the pulse of industrialists, manufacturers, and also cross-fertilize ideas on how to assist them in making their businesses easier, achieve local and international standards, and urged participants to make optimal use of the knowledge gathered.
Now, brilliant engineers in SON who can be able to tell you all you need to do, all you require to do, to ensure that their business, their products, their services are shipped to the local and international standards.
State Commissioner for Industry, Dr. Obinna Ngonadi, represented by the Director of Industry in the Ministry, Mr. Ifatu Emodi, commended SON for the theme of the forum, saying that the workshop will go a long way in encouraging standardization for optimal growth of industries and urged participants to ensure that production of substandard products is reduced to the barest minimum.
We try to build partnerships, enduring partnerships that will engender made in Anambra products. We're only looking at having a base where anything that comes out from Anambra will be adjudged as being very high.
In their goodwill messages, the Chairman Federal Parastatals at the Federal Ministry of Science, Technology and Innovation, Mr. Chijoke Okechukwu, a representative of Nigerian Security and Civil Defense Corps, Mrs. Uche Chukwuokafo, and the Vice President, Finance, Onitsha Chamber of Commerce, Industry, Mines and Agriculture, Dr. Sam Nwachukwu, described the theme as apt, saying that standardization is the key to industrialization, while frowning against cutting corners. urged participants to key into the activities and services of SON. Others who spoke at the forum include the State Coordinator SON, Anambra State Office 2, Newi, Mr. Michael Obuji, and a resource person from UNN Enugu Campus, Dr. Festus Ukweze, who took participants on the Standard Organization of Nigerian Arts, Pathway to Industrial Growth and Development in Nigeria. One of the participants, Mr. Godwin Ike, commended SON for organizing the forum, affirming that it will help manufacturers improve on their productivity. High points of the event were presentation of certificates to the participants, question and answer session. From Onitsha, Emengine Osadebe, ABS News.
At least 7 people have been killed in a roadside blast in northern Afghanistan, according to local officials, the latest attack in the violence-racked country. Those killed in the city of Mazar-e Sharif included employees of a petroleum company on a bus, said the local officials. The northern Balkh province contains one of the country's main dry ports at the town of Harifta near the border with Uzbekistan, containing rail and road links to Central Asia. It was not immediately clear who was behind the attack, which comes amid repeated pledges from the Taliban government to bring security to Afghanistan following decades of war. The Taliban government swept to power in August last year amid a withdrawal by United States-led foreign troops who had invaded the country and toppled the group from power in 2001. Last month, at least 19 people were killed and 24 others wounded by a blast at a school in Aibak, a city in Samangan province that abuts Balkh province. Recent violence has also included a suicide bombing that killed 4 at a mosque at Afghanistan's Interior Ministry building complex in October. The remains of Lady Nkechi Nyere Offor have been laid to rest at her father's compound, Umuafa Izumeri Orifite, in Ekusigo Council area. Late Lady Nkechi Nyere, aged 65, was the sister of Oseloka Offor, a retired managing director of Anambra Broadcasting Service. Correspondent Ogochukwu Oranu, who covered the burial, reports.
In a sermon titled The Wicked during the burial service of Lady Nkechi Nyere, the Archdeacon Orifite Archdeacon Venerable Ikechukwu Okafor described the deceased as a woman who contributed immensely for the good of her family and was a devout Christian, lamented increasing number of conflicts in families and the society at large, urged people to strive to leave good legacies and flee from evil.
Site n'isiokwu ahụ ndị ajọ omume na ndị ajọ omume nwere ọnọdụ n'otu aka afọ ndị ezi omume nwekwara ọnọdụ otu esi nwee alaeze Chineke ndị ezi omume ga-aba n'alaeze Chineke amen ndị ajọ omume ga-abakwa n'alaeze Ekwensu.
In a speech, a retired managing director of ABS, Sir Oseloka Offor, who is also the media personnel at Emeka Okwosa Foundation, said his late sister was a mother figure to all of them and sacrificed greatly for their welfare, saying that her demise left a vacuum that would be difficult to fill, and appreciated those who identified with them.
To us, she was a sister, a mother per excellence, right? And then somebody who has actually touched many lives.
Other family members who bore testimonies of the good legacies of late Lady Nkechi Nyere includes her sister, Lady Uche Ifepe, sister-in-law, Lady Jane Offor, her daughter, Barrister Maka Ifepe, among others, recounted her many good deeds and prayed for the repose of her soul. In their condolence messages to the Offor family, the managing director of Dozie Oil, Mr. Olisa Ewuzie, Barrister Juliet Amasiatu of ABS Legal Department, Venerable Daniel Okoye, retired, among others, said they came to show solidarity to Sir Oseloka and encouraged the Offor family to take solace as death is inevitable.
Bible says, mourn with those that mourn and rejoice with those that rejoice. And today is a day of mourning, and we came to identify with our own.
Commendation for the deceased, prayers for the Offor family, and condolences featured during the burial that attracted personalities and Anglican priests from far and near. Ogochukwu Oranu for ABS News.
Remember, you can follow news and programs on ABS from many parts of the world by liking our Facebook page at ABS Radio Television Oka. Subscribe to our YouTube page at ABS Television Oka. Follow us on Instagram at ABS Radio TV. Log on to our website www.absradiotv.com. And now a recap of the main points. Anambra State government has enrolled commercial motorcyclists into database. Anambra Information Commissioner Mr. Nwosu has urged younger generation to explore opportunities in library to enrich their knowledge. President Buhari has urged Nigeria Army to uphold professionalism, shun politics. Bomb attack has killed 7 people in Afghanistan. Here is a special message before we go on the news. Governor Chukwuma Soludo has come for a total turnaround maintenance of the Anambra State economy and promotion of core Igbo values. Let us give him maximum support for the task ahead. And that does it on the news tonight. Thank you so much for watching. My name is Maureen Stone Enujoke. Catch you for.